Oh, my tomatoes are looking good. They are looking absolutely fabulous. All right, let's see what needs to happen with regards to the tomatoes this morning. I'm going to try and do my level best to actually start with clearing the weeds before these patches get a lot of sunlight. Still nice and early. So if I can just be in a little bit of a rush to just work on clearing the weeds because it's quite hot these days. It's a little bit difficult to actually work on the patches when the sun is up. Well, it is up, but then at least we still have some nice shade from the tree at the back here. So I'm just going to do my level best to push and just clean the weeds. I think if I am to clean the weeds, it would give me more or less an indication of what the trellising system might look like. Right. So let's just get right into that. Okay. All right. I have my mallet here. The twine. Scissors for the twine. And still haven't figured out how I'm going to trellis the tomatoes. However, I just got these planks to just keep them upright for now. And there is going to be a lot of cutting of some of the fruits that have already developed on the plants themselves. Reason being, they are bushy and they are all over the place. So I'm going to do my level best to trim the stems and anchor these planks on the ground, hoping with everything in me that I don't distress the roots, and we are going to twine the plants around for now, and let's see how that goes, right? We might as well just start with everyone that I trellis and see how it goes. Okay. Okay, not the best of methods, but it will have to do for now. Because at least the other thing that I'm bargaining on is that there is a lot of tomatoes for my household, so I'm not that much bothered. I'm just hoping that the plants really just find strength and grow. But yes, I'll be literally pruning a lot of the leaves so that even though they are heavy, they are not that heavy on the stalks, or the planks rather. So that's what I'll be doing to trellis all of the tomato plants, and I'm going to literally just put each and every one of them on their own separate stalk, because first of all, I just need to make a point that I am very late to trellising these guys, hence that's why I'm having this challenge, but better late than never. So let's see what comes of it. That's what I'll be doing, and I'll pull you guys through a little bit later on. All right. Nowhere near finish. However, there is progress. As you can see, the first patch, the tomato plants are now trellised up. Fun fact, where I pruned them, there is a lot of juice that is coming out, and as you can see, it's dropping, and looks like the plants are really doing their most to try and hydrate themselves, but I'm going to sort that out very soon. And yeah, I did my level best to at least move up one, if not two stalks instead of the whole bush. I don't know what is to come of it. I'm hoping for the best. This is another thing I've seen. This one has pimple-like things, of which could be some form of disease, because I actually look here as well. It looks like it has been seriously bruised, and I'll just have to monitor it. However, as you can see, this one stalk doesn't have the pimple-like stuff, but then this one has. And yeah, I managed to actually trellis these ones on these stalks as standalones, and now I'm working on this one. The idea here is, because as you can see, I have this plank here, right, and I have these two there, and I managed to actually find a plank that has a horizontal structure on top there. So there's about 3 plants, 1, 2, 3. Then the one in the middle I just trellised up with a twine, and they're just nicely supported by this. I'm hoping to actually twine it to this one so that these two can also be trellised like that one. And also on this side there's just one here, so I'm hoping I also just put a twine here and trellis it up. And then there's this one here. I'm also going to join a twine and trellis the rest, of which it's about, yeah, it's this one, that one, and that one. So I'm going to just add a twine to trellis these guys up. And on this bed, I just pruned these guys. I only just pruned them for now. I might be running short of the sticks. However, the intention is to really just get everyone done today. And for the fact that I've already pruned them, I need to definitely finish, because they are being dehydrated and it's quite nice and hot now. And as I was pruning the plants, I took out a lot of the leaves, and it's counterintuitive, because even though you want to cut down the leaves of the plant, you also need to have leaves that give the fruit shade. So we'll just have to see what comes of that. The other thing that I definitely didn't forget to do this time is to make sure that I do not put the tomato stuff in the compost. Reason being, if you put them in the compost, I promise you, you are going to bear fruits of the tomato. So I'm just going to see if I can maybe possibly dry them off before I put them on the compost, or make some compost tea and actually use, not compost tea, yeah, is it compost tea? Yes, and actually use it to feed these plants here. But so far so good. We can say that I am about 45% done. But then I'm really chuffed for the fact that they are just now showing some signs of being taken care of. And yeah, it's a temporary thing whilst I figure something out. But then we'll see. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, chances are I'll have to figure something out, or this would be a lesson learned, right? That's a nice thing about garden work, is with everything that you do that you're not sure of, it becomes a lesson learned. And also, I'm not that too worried of trellising them this way because it is summer and we don't have a lot of wind. If it was around August, this would have definitely not been the plan at all. So let's see how it goes. And chances are, as time goes, I would look into how I actually either make these structures stand strong or put something else. I don't know. But if it doesn't, or if it's not disturbed in any way, shape or form, then I'll just let it be. And this would be one of those things that I can come back a year from now and say, oh, by the way, this works. And if it doesn't work, I can always also come back and say, by the way, don't do it this way. Yeah, but then like I said, the only challenge that I see with the proper pruning of these plants is the fact that I might have stripped them. Okay, sorry that it's a plane moving to Johannesburg International Airport. By the way, I don't live far from it. I live about 13 minutes away from the airport. So yeah, the only thing that I've seen with this shed of a lot of leaves is I have stripped the fruits of shade. But then we'll just have to see what comes of this. Right, chances are I'll still have to prune these ones some more as I put them up. But so far so good. So far so good. Now it looks neat. It looks as neat as a garden can look. Okay. Okay, for now, I hope you can hear me while I'm busy trying to water these guys. For now, I'm just gonna let the tomatoes heat, and definitely I need to add on compost and feed the tomatoes. So for now, I just want for them to just soak up the water. Then possibly tomorrow or later this afternoon, because it's scorching hot at the moment, I will add compost and some fertilizer, and we just hope they take on to the abuse that they went through today. All right. Good morning, very nice and early. I'm here to check on the tomatoes since we trellised them yesterday, and as you can see, the ground still looks very nice and wet, and from what I'm seeing so far, even the leaves are not wilted or anything like that. So it's a sign that maybe these guys are literally trying to climatize to the space, and I'm quite happy with how it has turned out. As you can see, all of them are still nicely secured in place. I'm just going to do my nice glance of checking what still needs to be done on here. But so far so good. I am not complaining. Of the three, that one is bearing fruits. There's a lot of fruits, but then I'm seeing this one is bearing bigger fruits, and it's only the middle one that is still really trying to do its best to come through. And I know the middle one, it is the Floridade tomatoes. I could be wrong. And this one that is bearing the big fruits, it's the rhodate. And normally rhodate are quite huge tomatoes, right? And this is the what you call this, moneymaker. Yeah, moneymaker is not that big, so I know for a fact that one day, the first one, the rhodate, produces quite big fruits. But I'm really happy to actually see that the stalks are still standing up nicely. So the idea today would be to add more compost, because tomatoes are heavy feeders. So I'm going to be adding more compost to the space and put on fertilizer and some minerals like I did with the cucumber. You'll see in the cucumber video that I posted some time back. And then from there, a couple of days later, I'm actually hoping to add on the ground basil, different types of basil, because as you can see, there is way too much space that can be utilized. As you can see, there's enough space that I can actually utilize to add my basil plants in here. So I'm quite chuffed. And the other reason why I actually want to add on more compost is, as you can see, the what is this? The roots of the plants. Some of the roots for the plants sitting on top of the ground. So ideally, I would really love to just put those nice in check, and possibly maybe help this guy to stand up straight, because she is bending. She's weighing heavy on this whole thing. So, but then from what I can see, this is the only plant at the moment that is weighing very heavy. But then other than that, I'm really chuffed. Okay, our tomatoes are being nicely fed with some minerals and a fertilizer, and I managed to heap up the soil just to help cover some of the roots. And by the looks of things, it looks like all the roots are now covered. And yeah, we just hope for the best. I'll just give it a few days before I actually come in here and plant the herb basil, since it is actually a companion plant for tomatoes. For some reason, there is a beautiful love relationship between the basil plant and the tomato plant.
So by planting basil on the ground here, it would actually help with strengthening the growth for our tomatoes. So this is pretty much it. Tomatoes are still looking good. They're still looking good. I don't see any of them complaining. And now this concludes the video for now. We are looking lovely. We are looking lovely. Look at that. Oh, my tomatoes are looking good. They are looking absolutely fabulous. Okay, one has dropped to the ground, but other than that, honestly, they just look fantastic, and all is well in the tomato land by the looks of things.